Find your path with the knowledge of others and become an illuminator for those who struggle. Guide their way just by being true and being in alignment, because it comes naturally to you. On self-discovery wisdom, we share to find inspiration with lessons for millions. We hope you listen.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Sarah's View of Life right here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. I'm your host, Sarah Troy. Well, this week was all about admin and actually, quite honestly, doing some house stuff. And so I was giving myself a break. That doesn't always happen. I had meetings to go to and things to do, but I've already given you one show this week on my second decade, as I'm doing each decade of my life, all 7 of them. And unfortunately, I bled over into the third decade, but recapture that next week. But I just wanted to do a little show here today on don't worry, be happy, and how to be happy and progressive and stand up for what is right and push back against what is wrong while being happy. I know even myself, I suffer from empathic depression. Well, anxiety, I would say. And when I see all that is going wrong in the world, when I see all the cruelty and everything else that is happening, it really, really gets to me and it brings me down. And I don't want to ignore it because I still want to be a voice for how we can empower ourselves, how we can push back, how we can change the narrative. But at the same time, it kind of starts consuming. And I know I'm not the only one. So many of us are like, I want to just turn everything off and just listen to nature. And yes, we need to do that. Absolutely. 2-3 days a week, switch off everything. Choose your battle. Choose what it is you're going to stand up for. Choose when and which avenue you're going to do it in. And make sure that you're in the right state of mind when you do that. We've seen yet again wonderful marches, No King marches, of millions of people out there. Kudos to you. Bless you, bless you. Now, understand, I'm in Canada. We've got it going pretty good right now. We have a very good prime minister, and he's making great changes, and he did not bow down to the wannabe king. But we are affected very much by what's happening in America. And as most of my wonderful clientele that I interview are from America, I am feeling your pain. I am feeling your suffering. I'm feeling your insecurity, your frustration, your disbelief, your aggravation of everything that's going on. And I understand. All I can do is put out these shows with wonderful guests that I interview and talk to how we as an individual can empower ourselves. Because when we are empowered, when we are at one with self, when we know how to ride our inner compass, when we know how to step into kindness, compassion, love, community, collaboration, and bring that elevation of frequency and good vibrations to everything and everyone, then we are already being a part of the solution. We are already changing the narrative. And it's so important that we actually understand this is how change happens. When you change, because you're not going to bow down to that anymore. When you change and say, I'm not going to give in to that anymore. When you change and say, I am going to stand tall in who and why I am, and this is the passion and the conviction and the love and the purpose that I stand in, then we are the solution. Every single one of us that stands tall in a higher vibration is a solution. But how do you get there? We get there by turning the eyes on the inside. We know the crap that's going on the outside there. So we have to turn it on the inside of, yes, you feel passionate about this. Yes, you feel frustrated, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But what can you do to bring about calm, serenity, surrender, and allow to your own life? Well, for many, nature is the answer. I am surrounded by trees. I have a beautiful monkey puzzle tree right outside my window. Less than a kilometer is the ocean. Just a couple of kilometers up the road are lakes. Many, many, many lakes. I live on Vancouver Island. We are riddled with lakes and forests and surrounded by ocean. And there's always a wonderful breeze and wind, which I love because I always feel it clears the air. We have to go and find a spot, a place that allows us the deep breath. That place when we can go and let it all out. That place maybe where we need to scream because we're so angst that I just need to get to the mountaintops and just scream, just to release it. For some people in the cities and you can't get out into nature, go into a gym and punch a punching bag, do jumping jacks, do whatever it is, find what it is that will release you from the anxiety, but bring about a serenity. Now, that is your journey to take. That is your discovery to make. You have to explore this avenue and that avenue of where you find yourself in that deep breath, where you can feel yourself aligned within yourself, where you feel at home. It might just be going to a local park and watching doggies chasing balls and sticks, and children riding their bikes or chasing each other, or as we're coming into spring and summer, flying a kite. Something that brings a warm smile to your face. Watching seniors that have been married for a long time, walking hand in hand. Watching young lovers making a discovery of themselves. All of that in that arena brings calmness and serenity to yourself. And it brings a smile. And that smile is kind of breaking through. And you need to go and do more and more what makes you smile. I know for many people, meditation is a way for you to do that. And yes, I agree, for many that really works. But, as Marcel Pascal, a guru who you have to come and listen to his shows. He's done some wonderful things, and he is constantly putting on movies and just transcending stuff. He would take people into Times Square during the busiest time and have them be the mountain amongst the chaos. You see, it's all very well meditating in silence, but how do you manage the noise? How do you manage when there's a hurricane around you, swirling and swirling and swirling and swirling? How do you stay calm in the center of the eye? And that's where we need to discover what is it for us that centers us. Now, for me, music will do that. I'll put on the headphones, and it might just be somebody sharing a song or some music on on the Facebook reels. There's many a young artist or beautiful artist that are sharing some wonderful music there. They even share frequency bands that you can listen to. I always say listen 3 times, because that is kind of getting into your psyche and equilibrium. It's all about balance. It's about bringing balance back into the body. It's about bringing everything back into the equilibrium. And music scientifically has been proven to do that, because certain tones and certain notes hit the notes within our own frequency and bring things back to calmness. That's why we like stimulating music when we're working out or dancing or needing a motivation. And that's why calm music brings us down and helps us rebalance. So music is very much the thing for me, where I might go to YouTube and listen to songs and music. Sometimes I'm not even listening. I'm busy working, but the music, my heart, my soul, my spirit, my very being is listening, and it's taking care of business. Now, I have ADD, so of course the mind is always busy. So giving it a job to do, like boring admin and a few other things, then yeah, it's busy. The chatter is busy so that the music can penetrate and absorb. Something else I love to see is nature videos, people taking wonderful pictures of birds in flight, of the whales and the dolphins when you see the packs. That whole thing is they come out of the water, the whales, they blow their whistle, which makes beautiful sound. They come up and go back in again. And that splash of the ocean, oh, it feels wonderful. But sometimes you might just listen and go, well, I'm not getting it. You're thinking it. You've got to feel it. And that means that you need to step back, just listen and watch, maybe over and over again, until all you see and all you hear is what is in front of you. And the chatter has stopped. The thinking has stopped. You're just connecting and feeling. You see, these thoughts are the things that, yes, most certainly get us into action, right? We think something, we do something. But my whole entire premise says when you feel what is right, you will think what is right to do. So anything important, you must bring the feeling in it, the soul, wisdom, God, universe, source, spirit, energy, whatever you wish to identify it as. Let it download. It's the soul talk. It resonates with your heart, where your heart feels it. It gives it to your spirit in action, and it goes to the mind, and it says to the mind, I need for this moment of clarity in order for you to do. Because if we're always thinking, we're going around in spirals, or we go off in tangents, or we talk ourselves out of it, we overthink. How many times do you see music shows, dance show, you overthought it. But when they do it organically and surrender to it and become it, that is when they are truly being it, and you feel it and you see it and you embrace it. Thought is important, but feeling the thoughts is clarity. And what do we want? We want clarity, because we want to know what to do, how to do it, when to do it, for whom to do it for, in clarity. And if we only think it, that's just data running around in our heads. When we feel it, we know it comes from the heart. We can feel it from the gut and the soul. The spirit is excited about it. The mind is engaged. You need this. Here we go, clarity. Now you do. And what you do is truth. What you do is right. What you do is exemplary. That works for absolutely everything and anything in your life. Whether you're working out a problem, whether you're working on your business, whether you are thinking about what to cook tonight, when you've got just an emotional problem, is surrender it. Surrender it and allow that wisdom to come through you. You will start to feel the body just relax. It isn't about, oh, yes, I get it. Tell me what to do, A, B, C, and D. No, it's just, and it goes through the process of the soul and the heart and the spirit. And then the mind just knows what it needs to do. It doesn't need bells and whistles. It's got the clarity and it gets on and it does. That's the beauty of it. And you sit back later and go, my God, look what I just did. I just did that. Where did it come from? It came from the download. It came from you allowing and surrendering. It came from you being connected to that higher hierarchy of knowledge and allowing it to penetrate through your very beingness, the essence of who you are, to the mechanical mind to do. If we step into that in every aspect of our lives, we will override the anxiety. We will override the depression and the frustration. That doesn't mean to say they're not there. But it gives us more empowerment of what to do about it. It gives us more empowerment of how to resolve. It gives us more empowerment on how to address the problem and find that solution, find that clarity. How many times is somebody working on something and they're getting frustrated because it's not coming to them? And what do we say? Walk away. Walk away, take a break, come back with fresh eyes. It's actually coming back with a fresh presence. And then suddenly you see it. It's been staring at you all along, but because you were overthinking it, you couldn't feel it to see it. So sometimes we just need to go and shake things off, shake it off, shake it off. Put on a song, don't worry, be happy. Go and do something that's going to totally take you out of that mindset. Come back feeling more released, more relaxed, then address it. That goes for if you're wanting to have an argument with someone. Just say, both of us taking time out. You go away and think about it. I'm going to go away and think about it. I'm going to go and do what I need to do. When we come back, we will address it rationally, not irrationally, not reactionary. And then you will see, was the argument really about what you thought it was about? Were you just both frustrated and taking it out on each other? Is there really a problem you need to address, but now you can address it in clarity and not retaliation? See, everything is so much better when we come from calm. Now, I used to be a reactionary person because I always felt it was a personal attack and then I would go on defense. Now, no, it's their opinion, they're entitled to it. Maybe I did something to set that off. I have to own that if that's the case. But I'm not going to react to that anymore because it will only cause fireworks. It will only cause us to say things and do things. You know, when we're looking at the crap out there right now, there is no filter. Anything comes pouring out of the mouth. No accountability, no responsibility, no truth, and no care in the world. It's just reverberated garbage coming out. And unfortunately, with people like that, narcissistic megalomaniacs, sociopaths, psychopaths, entitlement, opulent, little boys, little girls, people that are trapped inside of themselves, never having taken the journey of their own self-discovery, feeling less than, and always feeling they need to be the bully, they need to have more in order to satisfy themselves, and never will be satisfied because they're unwilling to take the journey. So, taking the journey, first and foremost, is that journey of your own self-discovery, exploration, to discover your wisdom that lies within you, that is ready to download to you, to know where your compass is. For me, right here, the breastplate, right there, the top, esophagus, I know it. Well, and if I'm asked to do something and that says no, without argument, it's okay, no. I sometimes don't even know why, but it simply is no. If it doesn't question it, okay, I can explore, maybe even go down that road. Maybe for me, maybe not. But if it says no, I honor that and know it is. Anytime I have pushed against that, I've ended up with the cosmic 2x4. So you've got to know in your body where it's speaking to you. No, no, that doesn't feel right. Honor that, please. I may just need more information, or I need to come back and revisit it later from a different point of view. Or I just categorically know it's a no, and that's okay. It's okay for you to say no. You don't owe, verify, or justify. Okay? So the important thing is, in these times of trouble, we have to let it go. We have to find ways of letting it go. And the more we master that, the more we find that space of letting it go, the more it will stop eating us, stop pulling us down, stop despairing us. And the more empowered we are to rise up, to be that higher elevation, that higher vibration, that good, good, good vibration that now serves everyone. Because your good, 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 good vibes are radiating off you. The essence of you and your joy of life and your purpose of life and your conviction of life in your higher elevation is ricocheting off you. And everybody around you is getting a taste of it, and it's lifting them up. Domino effect. You rise, you help somebody else rise, they help somebody else rise, da 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 da. All of a sudden, you've got people on a higher elevation. That higher elevation works from a place of kindness and compassion, collaboration, community, cohesiveness, which equals love. The more of us that step into that, the more we're going to bring about the peace we seek, the changes that are necessary, and the community that needs to come together. But we have to become it in order to create it. So while you're waiting for somebody out there to fix what's going on, fix the turmoil inside of yourself. Take the journey in. 14 years now, I have been doing podcasting, and I have interviewed some of the most incredible people who have come from the darkest days of anyone's night. And they made a choice to go through the process to heal, to discover their courage and their strength, their abilities, their purpose. And they now stand tall in that. And they help others through their own turmoils. You need help doing this? I've got the people for you. Simply listen. If you go to selfdiscoverywisdom.com/shows, or if you're on the site, selfdiscoverywisdom.com, you see the podcast tab. Every single one of those banners is a show genre. Are you looking for health, mental health? Are you looking choose positive living? Their story matters. Are you looking for children? Are you looking for veterans? Are you looking for musicians, animals? Are you looking for your business? There are so many genres there with shows underneath there from people who have made the journey, who've made the commitment, and they're now here to serve you. My mottos with my shows are this: listen, learn, apply. Because there's something they've said, something they revealed, that if you apply, pivots you an inch or a yard, but it pivots you. Food for thought. Because when you're aware, you care. When you care, you do something about it, but you can't be unaware anymore. So I know that you're stressed right now. I know that you're feeling down. I know that it's a struggle. Day by day, more crap thrown in our face. Become the light. Become the joy. Become the love. And you become the change that we all need. Each and every one of you, shine bright. Shine bright. Honor yourself, your heart, your soul, your spirit, your very being. And let the universe guide you forward to become that illumination that you and we need. Until next week, folks, I wish you a wonderful deep breath, some wonderful serenity, and a beautiful perspective on the beauty of life. Until next time, bye for now. We hope that you enjoyed the show. There are so many more for you to listen to right here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. Come and hear the illumination that's going to shed light on your path.
On your path with the knowledge of others.